basketball isn't easy.
Welcome to NBA Basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Miami.
2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. Happy to be. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for the Heat. And for the Warriors, Steph Curry's out there with Hill. They've got Draymond Green. He'll be looking to control the boards tonight and provide that key offensive production from inside. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's holding up in at the 4.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great team until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball.
And they get on the board first.
Looking to set the tone early.
And here's Miami. Wiggins, defended by Butler. There's the pass to Denton. Passes it to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Rose here. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will come the other way. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
Job one for them tonight, Kevin, getting back quickly on the defensive end of the floor. The real challenge when facing this team is limiting their transition points. And that, in no uncertain terms, is what he told his players going into this one. Guys?
And thanks for that story, Doris.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Curry attacking. Here's Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
But his playmaking is off the charts, and the beauty of that, Kevin, is his teammates know that. So they're going to work hard to get open, knowing that if they do, he'll find them for an open look.
And also with him, don't think you can collapse the defense on him when he gets the ball in the low post, because he is a superb passer. He'll find whoever's been left open.
And he sinks the second.
Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steadying presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. Both players brought a toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry dishes to Hill. Curry. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, you know, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody to keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum. You know, it's funny, you look at the Golden State Warriors, they've had the 3rd best home court advantage in the league over the last decade or so. Only the Rocky Mountain teams, Denver and Utah, were better. At Oracle, it's not the altitude, it's the crowd. one of the best in all of the NBA.
Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Rozier, guarded by Kerr. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Glibc. Rozier, gonna foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. And Clark, as you were saying about the Warriors, they really feed off this home crowd. Steve, you said maybe the best in the NBA.
I think so, just in terms of the support they get, regardless of their success. You think back over the last 16, 17 years, Warriors have only been in the playoffs twice, and yet the fans are there every single night going nuts. So and now that they're a good team, I think this fan base is really going to come alive.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Payton drills it from outside. Payton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rozier covered by Payton. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Number 11. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Budzinski. Just as the horn sounds.
Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
No
well
way.
done. Big time shot in the clutch.
No, he was dying.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 8. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Yeah, this team is on the same page, no question. They're right where they need to be offensively.
And they're hitting their scores with on-time and on-target passes, too. That's fun to watch.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, there is no doubt that Tim Duncan is one of the all-time great NBA big men, but his celebrity has never matched his talent. His guarded personality may have something to do with that. Duncan said, quote, "I'm not an extrovert. People try to be bigger than the game, to make themselves an individual brand. I'm not that guy. I love playing basketball, and that's what I want to do. I don't need the extra stuff." Guys, knowledge of self, so important.
Sure is. Thanks, Doris. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. They grabbed their own miss. The Heat trail by 11. Moser kicks to Mitchell. Off target with his three.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
Only 3 teams in the entire Eastern Conference had a better than 500 record against the West, and no surprise the Heat were one of those 3, and they were dominant against Western Conference opponents all year long.
The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Payton left side. Puts up a 3. And again, no good by Golden State. Mark, adding on to what you were saying about the Heat versus the West, they ended up 25-5, which is incredible, Steve, given how many tough teams that are in the Western Conference.
That's amazing, Kevin. They had a better record against the West than they did against the East in terms of their winning percentage. So I think that speaks to just how motivated Miami was when they went out on the road to the West in particular to really show everybody how good they were.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota with plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Both shots good from the stripe. And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
Adebayo buries the 7-footer. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Curry attacking. Davis setting the pick for Curry. Goes back up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
The Warriors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Free throw good by Curry. Here's Harrow. Cannot hit. And that does it for the first half of play. The Warriors on top, up by 12. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What a great way to end the week. A little NBA basketball on 2K Sports. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against Miami. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. Gary Payton putting his glove hand down. Also getting into the mix, Stephen Curry. And midway through, the Heat are still alive. Their outside scoring is letting them down so far, and without that threat from outside, their offense is bogging down, unable to spread the floor. And we'll see you next time as the second half's about to get underway out in Oakland. So long.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A view of the Bay Bridge spanning from San Francisco over to the East Bay and Oakland. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, guys, what he gives this team is an edge. I mean, he gets into the arena, he just lights it up, and I thought that first half, he really had it rolling.
You know, he doesn't just give them an edge. He gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. I mean, he's a special player to have around.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
Both free throws good from Hill. And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about two former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
A good one brewing there. You know, you look at the characteristics of good teams, and a lot of things jump out at you, but one that's really important is being a good free throw shooting team. That hasn't always been a strength of the Warriors, but over the last few years, they've made big strides at getting better in that area.
And for the Warriors, Clark, convert they did as they shot just under 79% from the free throw line last year. That was good for fourth in the NBA. Steve, not bad considering their centers are not known for their good free throw shooting to begin with.
No, but their guards are just ridiculously effective shooting the ball. In fact, anytime there was a technical foul last year, it was like there was a fight to get to the line. They had so many people to choose from, but that's a big part of the success of this club, just the incredible shooting, both from the perimeter and from the foul line.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. .158 left in the third. And Curry, here we go. Second chance shot.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Wiggins, guarded by Green. The shot's good from Wiggins.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Kuminga, the pass to Butler. Right side, Butler. Kuminga. Back to Butler. Butler off a pick from Kuminga. 5 to shoot. And it's Butler missing. The Heat trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
That shot's good from Wiggins.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Green kicks to Butler. Back to Green.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Hero passes to Wiggins. Off target from outside. Warriors leading by 14. Butler attacking. That's good. Butler's got 7.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the pass to Wiggins. Rozier guarded by Curry. Good ball movement here by the Heat. A three-pointer off the mark. Hill with it. There's the dish to Curry. Now the feed to Green. Back to Curry. Pulls up from the and he's good at the buzzer. Wow!
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go and do that. They pin 3 more points on the lead in the cruelest of fashions.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Heat trail by 18. Wiggins defended by Butler. Passes to Dentman. Rozier, the 3, and that one's good.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Green dishes to Hill. Green with a screen for Hill. Butler goes in.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
Well, anytime they've needed easy points, they've gotten themselves to the foul line. That's been key.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Gets it to go. Warriors leading by 15. Deflects the pass, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. No good from Kuminga.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They lead by 13. 1:56 left in the fourth. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He said, "We are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there." We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Butler kicks to Curry. And again, no good by Golden State. The Heat trail by 13. Pass to Dentman. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Rozier, guarded by Curry. Misses from close range.
He has not been on his game, and their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
No good. And Miami the other way now. And they're moving it up. Rozier. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
Butler passes it. Kuminga. He hangs, and the layup is up and in.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
Rozier. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, you guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Hill, defended by Denman. Kuminga sinks the triple. And the Warriors lead by 14.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.